Hi everyone. Unfortunately, I hadn't activated the microphone correctly when this miracle took place. This was an outstanding miracle. This gentleman had been struggling and diagnosed with Parkinson's disease symptoms for 5 years. So he was unable to drive. When he came into the meeting, he needed to be assisted. He sat at the very back so he didn't have to walk too far into the church building. He couldn't rise from a seat without aid. He shuffled slowly to the front. He was very stiff all over his body and his movements. And I prayed for him for about 5 minutes before this point, and actually he'd walked faster than that. And yeah, he's loosening up. Everything, all of his joints were becoming loose and his muscles and tendons were loosening up, and he had greater strength and movement. He had greater steadiness in his walking, and also he hadn't been able to turn. This is a common symptom of Parkinson's disease. You can't change directions very easily. So earlier than this, there was more footage, and we physically had to try and move his legs to just get him to turn around. But you can see there's no effort with him directing his movements and turning around, and also just getting out of the seat effortlessly there. He was just pointing out here that someone at the back had to help, a man at the back had to help him rise out of his seat to come to the front. And now he's just saying he's got some more stiffness, still some stiffness and tightness in his muscles and tendons around his knees. So I'm just praying a little bit more in that area, and just see what happens in a minute. Everything loosens up. And he's just like watching a flower unfurl. And the anointing keeps working long after you continue praying. So, yes, just with every touch, God was just touching and freeing every area of his body. And in a minute, you'll just see, he's just feeling more strength in his hands, in the clench. Just praying a bit more, for all of those shakes to go, because that had improved too, the control there. Okay, so let him walk again. And again, he wasn't walking anything like you see here when he first came in. The footage wasn't filmed actually when he first came down the front. That's why there was a scramble, and I hadn't activated the microphone properly. I'm sorry. Okay, send him off to have another walk down the aisle. His name is Donato, and he travelled quite a distance to come to the meeting. Yes, walking far more steadily, and you can see he turned around himself, didn't need any help. Yeah, and he's just saying he feels stronger. Okay, so just get him to do the sit and rise test, because he could not do this before unaided. And then, that was effortless, so he finds another chair. And he's feeling great.